1, 2. One, two, three.
Here's your winner, Dynamite.
World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania.
And don't forget, he also took out John Bradshaw Layfield last week in that parking lot brawl.
JBL was plotting with Eric Bischoff to undermine Brawl, and they both got what was coming to them.
I won't shed a tear for either of them, JR. But what's Raw gonna do now that our general manager has been fired?
Last week, on behalf of all the Raw superstars, I taught SmackDown a lesson about what happens when you try to mess with the dominant brand of sports entertainment. And Vince McMahon gave me his personal assurance there will be no more interference from SmackDown until after WrestleMania, which is just how I want it. I've shed blood, sweat, and tears to get to where I am today. The World Heavyweight title is the crown jewel in our business. And it brings out the best in every superstar that comes near it. Eric Bischoff could never understand that. And that's one reason why he's the ex-general manager of Raw.
Amen to that.
There's a hurricane coming through.
Well, look who it is. It's the Great Green Tomato. What's up, kid?
Now listen up, you dastardly villains. The hurricane is here to bring you to justice and truth, honor, and integrity to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, yeah? And how are you gonna do that, exactly?
By relieving you of that title, of course. With justice on my side and my hero powers at my disposal, an evildoer like you doesn't stand a chance.
Kid's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but it's not pumping any blood to his brain.
Hold on a second. You want a World Heavyweight title match? You? Against me? For this? Man, I don't think I'm ready to take on a superhero tonight. At least not by myself. Tell you what, how about you and your sidekick there take on me and Ric Flair? Right here, right now.
Surely you are familiar with the concept of a superhero team-up, Citizen Contender. For one night only, I will take you on as my her sidekick and join forces with you to defeat Triple H's evil schemes. The battle is joined.
Okay, any predictions about the outcome of this match? No. And here's the pin!
One.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match would be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. We could see a finishing move right here. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be pretty.
fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
1. Two.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to...
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you. He's going for the cover, JR! Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. 16 times! There's not a WWE superstar in history who's done that.
Yeah, and
what a counter! If Hurricane's supposed to be some sort of superhero, then how did he get his powers? That was a smart tag, JR.
It's always, he may get the 3 count here.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. I think Triple...
That went nowhere.
There he goes, JR! He's been busted open! Look at all of that blood!
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious!
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war. You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the rules. I tell you, if Flair wasn't a WWE...
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him.
2. 3.
You know, JR, I racked my brains trying to think of a single flaw in Triple H, and I couldn't come up with anything. It's like he says, he really is the only diamond in this business. This could finish the match right here.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to make it be like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. He's going up, but what's he gonna do when he gets there? It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries.
6, 7.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were what a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR. He saw that one coming.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. Oh no! That last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
This is great, JR. Where else besides the WWE can you see this kind of ruthless aggression?
I can't think of anywhere else, King, but I'm afraid I don't share your enthusiasm for this kind of brutality.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope that's nowhere near a 3 count.
There's the reversal. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything could happen here in the WWE.
Well, you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business. I just think it's a shame that many of it underhanded tactics.
He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe for disaster for sure, King. He's going up! This could backfire! I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old rope on the barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. And it's been reversed.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup. Here's the cover, JR.
1, 2.
There's the kick out. No surprise there.
Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
And there he goes! The referee is out, King! Will we see someone take advantage?
Be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
Well, you can't ever... That's it! That's all she wrote!
Here are your winners, Dynamite and the Hurricane.
There's the Hurricane and his sidekick in the GM's office. But who's in the GM's chair, JR?
I have no idea, King. It's not Eric Bischoff. That's for damn sure.
Oh, no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Surprise! I bet you two didn't expect to see the coach in the general manager's chair.
You're the new general manager of Raw?
What's up with that?
Well, Mr. McMahon likes to say that I'm the interim general manager and that he's still looking for a permanent replacement. But I think we all know that he's just saying that to smooth over some bruised egos. I mean, where's he gonna find a better GM than the coach?
All right, well, if you're done talking about yourself, let's talk about Triple H and what he did to me last week.
I was just getting to that. Don't rush the coach, or I'll strip you of your title shot. Ha! Just kidding. The coach is famous for his sense of humor. Now, I know you two gentlemen are skeptical, but let me make a couple of matches for you as a show of good faith. Now, I can't put you and Triple H against each other just yet, or it would spoil WrestleMania for the coach's fans. But I will give you a shot tonight against Triple H's right-hand man, Ric Flair, in a submission match. And as for you, Hurricane, I'm going to give you exactly what you were looking for last week. a World Heavyweight title match tonight against Triple H himself.
A title match? What is he thinking?
Holy career opportunity, but Citizen Coach, what happens when I beat Triple H tonight and win the World Heavyweight title? Surely you don't expect me to fight my sidekick at WrestleMania.
You beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title? You're a funny guy, Hurricane. Sometimes I think you're almost as funny as me. Now move along, gentlemen. The coach is a busy man, and you've got matches to prepare for.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. I can't believe he countered that one. I wonder if SmackDown's gonna have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this?
He sure is, JR. I think he got all of that finisher. Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
His opponent telegraphed that one. Looks like someone's heading for the high-rent district. This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
What a move! Why, that's his finisher, JR.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. It's like he read his opponent's mind. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be pretty. Ric Flair's in. There he goes, JR. He's been busted open. Look at all of that blood.
Would you at least try and not sound so gleeful, King? This is serious.
You're darn right it's serious, JR. It's deadly serious. All's fair in love and war, and this is definitely a war.
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR. Oh boy, here he goes.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this business.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it.
I'll be honest with you, King.
Rope break.
This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think you nailed right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. He's a slippery devil.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match, you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR, keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess.
And there it goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here. That's it. The match is over.
Here's your winner, Dynamite.
Triple H isn't very concerned about tonight's title defense, JR.
The odds may be stacked against the Hurricane, there's no doubt. But that young hero has all the heart in the world.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through.
King, you know what they say. Anything can happen in the WWE.
Of it, the Hurricane is out cold.
There must have been some kryptonite in that sledgehammer. That's got to be the shortest title defense on record, JR.
It wasn't even a defense. The damn mansion's in there. Illustrious interim general manager, the coach, made this match tonight between Chris Jericho and the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title.
And the opponent from Chesapeake, Virginia,
What are they gonna do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even... I can't believe he countered that one. I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Maybe so. But one or two big moves could completely change the complexion of this match.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
Oh boy, here it comes!
It looks like they've decided.
He's going for the pin! I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe.
And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be. We're gonna see a tap out right here.
I never get tired of watching Chris Jericho in the ring. Every time he goes out there, he reminds me of why he...
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fame.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move. We could see a finishing move right here.
He's going up. This could backfire.
1, 2.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King.
4.
We've seen them put their body a reversal. Can he capitalize on it? This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of every WWE superstar. What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. Show off all you want, but it's not going to win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
Watch out! He reversed it!
No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these stars are out of a job.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look. Oh boy! Here he goes! He's going up, JR! This could be big! He countered that one perfectly! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown.
That's it! The match is over! With noses like theirs, it's tough for them to keep them out of just about everything.
Come on, Jericho! Get in there!
Triple H! Nature Boy! Look out!
I'd stay out of the way after the match. I didn't say that you two jackasses should throw me out of the damn ring.
Deal? What's Jericho talking about?
Oh, what's the matter, Jericho? Did you get hurt taking a little tumble out of the ring? Were we too rough for you? Well, let me tell you something. You're gonna get it a lot worse than that when I give you the first World Heavyweight title opportunity after WrestleMania. So let me ask you, was it worth a little beating? Or do you wanna head home and cry yourself to sleep?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it, Triple H. And don't misunderstand me. I can take whatever you dish out. But if you try and double-cross Y2J, you're never gonna make it to WrestleMania, Junior.
I can't believe that Chris Jericho would sell his soul to that devil, Triple H.
At least he got a good price for it, JR. As long as Triple H
Well, here comes the #1 contender for Triple H.
It looks like they're slowing the pace. Man, he's putting that steel chair to good use, JR. Remind me to never...
This is going to be a short match if no one takes that ladder from him.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
You're not going to get him with that one.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different. He's going up. This could backfire. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you look at... Oh no! Not the ladder! His opponent telegraphed that one. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
He's making good use of that ladder, JR. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
What a reversal. That's got to be 30 pounds of ladder connecting with flesh and bone. And there's the cover.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Boy, these superstars have been...
He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2.
He really didn't think he was going to get the pin, did he?
He's a slippery devil.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths would cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Jericho, so watch out! He reversed it! I think we're gonna find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft.
Only one of them's gonna stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it gonna be?
It looks like they've decided to slow the match down a bit here.
And this could be a big mistake, JR. You don't ever want to give an opponent time to recover.
No, but you're not going to do yourself much good in a match if you let yourself get bone tired either. Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
Oh my gosh! This could be the finisher!
My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring! I don't know how much more punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it anyway. They're really going after each other, JR.
His opponent has focused on that area all match.
Yeah, and now it's paying off.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR?
He countered that and made it look easy. This match is going to continue.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they...
He can pin him right here, JR. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything could happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. I don't care who you are. A few hits from a steel ladder will take all the fight out of it.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another Whoever loses this fight is going to take a heck of a fall, JR. He can hit his finisher right now. It's like he read his opponent's mind. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time. Never get tired of watching Chris Jericho in the ring. Every time this capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. These superstars are gonna tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King. And they're not going to go home disappointed. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
2, 3.
I think this crowd has...
Oh my gosh, JR! That's it! The match is over!
To see the coach.
Stop right there. What do you think you're doing, Jericho? First you orchestrate an attack on my #1 contender after your match last week. And then you double team him here tonight? And for what? A title match against Triple H after WrestleMania? In case you've forgotten, the coach is the general manager of Raw.
Interim general manager.
You beat me to it, JR.
And that means the coach calls the shots around here. So Jericho, Flair, get the hell out of my ring before I lose my temper. And believe me, you don't want to be in the ring with the coach when I lose my temper.
Looks like Coach bit off more than he can chew. I can't say I'm sorry to see it, but I am sorry to say that it looks like Triple H's henchmen are still running the show here on Raw.
What did Coach expect? Talking to two former world champions like that. If you want to order Raw superstars around like that, you'd better be able to back it up.
Hey, the
gives me an idea.
What are you talking about, King?
I'll tell you later, JR. But first, I've got to give Mr. McMahon a call. Okay, Christy, Stacy, let's go through tonight's schedule one more time. First, we've got a bikini contest, followed by a bra and panties match. And then there's the Diva Talent Show and the evening gown match. And then you two in a pie eating contest. Oh, I love Raw.
I never thought I'd see it. Jerry the King Lawler as interim general manager of Raw.
Okay, girls, I've got to deal with some serious business here. I'll see you two later tonight.
Okay, Lawler. If you're about done hitting on the divas.
Hold it right there. First of all, watch your tone. I'm the interim general manager of Raw, so you need to respect the position. I'm not a jerk like the coach, but I'm not going to be a pushover like him either.
Fair enough. But what are you going to do about Triple H, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho? I've taken about all I'm going to take from them. And if you don't do something about them, I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. Look, regardless of how I feel about you, you won a title match at the Royal Rumble, and you're gonna main event WrestleMania. I don't like the idea of Ric Flair or Chris Jericho ruining Raw's biggest match of the year. So I'm gonna give you a chance to do something about it. I've made a first blood match for you tonight against your choice of either one of them. So who do you want to take out? I mean, take on. These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the rules. I tell you, if there was a
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King. Which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them. And I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
If I live to be 100, I'll never understand why they leave so many damn weapons under the ring. It's almost like they want the superstars to use them on each other.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders vicious shot from that sledgehammer.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other. That sledgehammer will rearrange your facial features for sure, JR. I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may
A shot from a sledgehammer is not something you just shake off, JR. Looks like someone's heading for the high red district. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
Remind me to never try and step between these guys, JR.
That would be hazardous to your health for sure, King.
If he's looking for a weapon, he's in the right place.
Boy, what a shot from that ring bell!